Hey everyone, it's your boy Matt. This is Taco admin for the 1st of December 2025. Um, we're at the end. Look, it is very unlikely the project is going to be running much long into the future. Let me just put it like that. But until that day comes, I need to make it very clear about some things. First of all, our entire our shtick comes from association with me and the experience I had at Humanity Health Group where my porn account was doxxed by my employer. Okay, that's where we get the name Taco from. It's from a porn account. Um, it's private. It's something which is associated with that. Okay, which means it's associated with me. So that's something like if you want to stick around with the movement, you need to understand that the movement is led by me. Um, if not, you can participate in a different political movement. Um, so that's the first part. Secondly, I'm entirely within my rights to lead a political movement. I'm not abandoning or surrendering the political movement to the government or anything like that. That this has been something that the signal that Michael's little posse of people who were associated with Army and the Signals Directorate wanted me to do. They wanted me to use this communication medium, all the things that I'd set up as a means of providing propaganda for the military and the conservative end of politics. I'm not fucking doing that. I'm not surrendering this to anyone. I'm within my rights to be able to run a political movement. I'm within my rights to be able to organize and instruct and have my own agendas. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that. This is normal political action, and there's no way that I'm disarming or giving this up. Why would I? Why is there an issue with it? Either way, there's that point. And finally, I have never given up on and am not going to ever release my stake on my work on artificial intelligence and that patent. And I am owed a shit ton of money, like in the millions to billions range here, and I'm absolutely disgusted by my colleague who took the money and ran, who ripped me off terribly in that area. He's undermined. Everyone knows who he is when I say this. He's undermined his credibility as a scientist, as a person to do collaborative work with. And I want to make that very clear. The other thing is that I'm not interacting with much online content anymore. So in a lot of ways, there's not much of the Taco project left, because a big part of what was going on is that I'd be interacting, I'd be forming these authentic, real relationships with these other creators and my audience. In the end, I'm chewed out and so bitterly disappointed with how I've been treated, and the constant fucking infighting I've had to contend with, while not being able to formally organize the movement. Okay, movements need organization. They need systems of authority and delegation. Otherwise, they burn out and die. And they don't achieve anything useful. Because I've been intentionally held in poverty, kept in a box, had my legal rights and all of these things exploited and taken from me, and had people deliberately taking advantage of that situation, which is why in the end there isn't much left of the project, because basically I just had a whole lot of people coming on and taking advantage of me whilst I was being legally destroyed, and even these people even facilitated that situation so they could benefit from it. It's been terrible. It's been fucking terrible. So the person who I used to be, who would be able to have those authentic relationships with the creators and my audience, it's not really there anymore. Um, the extent of the, like, I am not the same person anymore, and it would be difficult for me to pretend to be. I do not care. I do not give a fuck. Right? Like, after being repeatedly raped like this, you become a different person. So I'm not engaging with content anymore, and I'm sorry for people who make content specifically for Taco. Please do. It keeps the meme alive and running. But there just hasn't been the, like, what I've learned is that the more I keep this alive and running, it just means that it gives other people an advantage to take advantage of me and profit for their own purposes, while keeping me living in a fucking homeless shelter, without any hope of advancement or a livable life. So I am disgusted beyond fucking belief. I'm disgusted in my audience and the people who have taken advantage of me. Not all of my audience, but I've really learnt that the public are fucking useless. They're cowards. They're not going to. Very few people have any real moral value or any substance, and I haven't come across them yet. Any people who do have some of that fucking substance. People like me seem to be 1 in a billion. Either way, that's Taco Admin for today. See you later.